Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is Market Check brought to you by BB. We are just a hair short staffed today, but we are still going to deliver you some amazing content. Guys, before we dive into it, maybe you're watching live, maybe you're watching hours from now after we've already gone live, and this is a recorded stream. Do us a solid. Save us the energy, hit that like button, and if you're new here, maybe consider subscribing. Again, we are live on Market Check here on the BB channel, Monday through Friday at 10:55 a.m. Eastern Time. We talk market, we talk price, friendly banter. We go back and forth, and generally, we just have a great time. So, guys, the market's at a very interesting crossroads. There's a lot of opinions out there, a lot of people going back and forth. Oh, we're topped. Oh, this cycle's been front run. Oh, the macro. Oh, the this. And meme coins pumping like Doge typically mark the end of a cycle, not the beginning. What is happening? Well, guys, we're going to discuss all of that and more today. Today, right here. You're in for a good one. We are going to absolutely cook. The title of today's stream is You're Not Bullish Enough, Anon, ... Market Check. Now, listen, we're not just going to tell you that and say, swallow it. Too bad. Okay. We are going to present you with multiple different scenarios, multiple cases, and justify exactly why we think what we do, which is you are not bullish enough, Anon. Now, listen, we're going to dive right into the charts. I don't feel like I really need to set the stage much more than that. I'm going to let the charts do the talking for us today. Tucker's going to start. Maybe I'll share some charts later. Maybe Chef Jackus will share some. But yeah, guys, I see people pouring in. I see a lot of regulars in the comments, guys. Good morning. Hello, hello. What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? Do us a solid, guys. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. I know you guys want to see the soybean chart, but we're not going to give it to you. Now you only get the soybean chart if you like the stream, because I know that you guys like the soybean chart. So, guys, do us a favor, like and subscribe. And Tucker, what are you propagating right here, man? This is what is this?
Just a little Pepe range. I'm gonna delete this. I mean, I think this is a decent construction of Pepe's little recent range. Doge looks even better, but I think Pepe looks pretty good here, especially on the lower time frames. I think we wanna go up and probably challenge this level at about almost 09, somewhere in there. But I mean, look, we're seeing Doge up 15%, Pepe up 7. It's almost like a like a Bitcoin to Sol or a Bitcoin to ETH type of relationship, right? We're gonna see probably a spike in this, which I had never looked at until the other day, but somebody brought to my attention. Doge dominance actually looks decent, and you could break it down by Doge versus other memes. I haven't done that quite yet, but this is a bullish chart, right? So I think we're probably going to see a spike on Doge dominance and then see that flow into other memes like Whiff and Pepe. Because Doge looks fantastic, guys. Doge looks
Tucker,
amazing. Huh.
the Doge dominance is against every single alter out there, right?
Yeah.
What could be interesting is if we would like take Doge and divide it by combination of all those other major memes like Doge,
Good idea.
and then go, Pepe
Well, Doge
plus
dominance is Doge as a
Floki
percentage
plus.
of the total crypto market cap. So it's like what
Yeah,
percentage of all? Okay, yeah.
I get it. Yeah, exactly. Tucker's got me.
What else? What's another good one? Floki.
Floki, yeah.
Do you SHIB?
SHIB, definitely.
All right, let's see what that gets us.
Isn't
See where that gets us. Boom.
Nowhere. Okay. What should I do? Put this in.
Just click them and then click the no.
You need to put Doge in parentheses too. After the USDT, put that in parentheses. Try that.
I think it needs a double. I think it needs a double parenthesis.
You click no. You delete those and you then click the Doge and then go over the bottom column and click the Doge Binance, for example. Yes, and then you do that with every single one.
Okay, we're gonna do that. I feel like you didn't have to used to do that.
Sometimes it works without it, and sometimes you have to do
Whoa.
it.
Okay.
Maybe
So
I'm thinking maybe put Doge and Sheep in the same basket
in the
because they're
same,
like
yeah.
both majors.
Let's see
Actually,
what we get.
what is Sheep doing right now? I haven't checked. Is it bumping with Doge?
Everything's lagging Doge right now, but in my opinion, what we're seeing right now is we talked about this. Doge is the Bitcoin of meme coins, right? It's been Bitcoin dominance season. It should it should work where Doge is the first mover, and Doge basically opens the door for all of the other meme coins to perform well, which is why I've been arguing with people. They're like, "Why would you buy Doge? Why do you care what Doge is doing?" And it's like the most mid-curve thing to root against Doge because you're in other meme coins. In order for your meme coin to do well, the precedent, the limitations that are in place for what is possible are set by Doge. If Doge only goes to 100 billion market cap this cycle, it puts a ceiling on all these other meme coins like WIF and Pepe. If Doge goes to 500 billion, then your meme coin can go significantly higher, you know? So I'm viewing Doge similarly to how people view Bitcoin. How high can ETH go this cycle? How high can Sol go this cycle? Well, I think it depends how high Bitcoin goes, you know, and I think Doge is just kind of leading in that regard.
Maybe one last thing, Tucker, to make this equation absolutely perfect and put the lesser or like lower market cap memes on first place and Sheep and Doge behind. So the chart is like inverted, basically.
Oh, you mean switch these? Well, we could
Yeah.
do one of these, right?
We could, but the bars, we could do that, yeah, kind of.
I can change the colors if you want.
And basically, if this chart, guys, for the audience, right, if this chart goes up, that means that the lower market cap means like Pepe, WIF, and Floki are appreciating more than Doge and Sheep.
Ooh, that's random, bro. You can't just draw lines on a chart. That's
And
fake.
expect a bounce.
That's fake. Dude, what do you make of ETH? Not we don't have to leave here, but I just noticed this. What do you make of ETH performing better than Bitcoin, man? What in the world? What's happening? I thought ETH BTC was breaking down to 0.00001. What happened?
Oh, I mean,
dude, imagine.
I guess that's a 3-day, but
imagine if this structure holds and we don't break down here, man. Imagine.
It looks like DevOps sell-off until pump.
We kind of need it to hold, honestly.
Yeah, if this starts breaking down, that would not be great.
You're also like, going to get eviscerated, bro.
Yeah.
Yes. People forget that. But do you remember what I talked about today, Max, regarding BNB and the range low?
I do. Yes, I do.
That's the same here. And do you know how people will freak out at the range lows? Well, that's the place where they should be shoving.
Yeah, that really needs to hold. There's a lot of air down there.
Well, join us. I need chat to spam free will. It's like kind of a meme of the community now.
I mean, the only thing that makes me bearish about this sucker is if you look back at last cycle, like to the left, right? No, a little bit further left, right there, that spot.
This one,
2019. 2019.
Year.
No, 2019.
19.
Right there, that spot, right there. That's the only thing that I'm like, I wonder if we do something like that. But I think that seems almost like a crowded idea. It almost seems like it's implied that, or it's a given that ETH BTC is going to do that. I guess it could, right? If it did happen, I think it would be led by Bitcoin literally just going to like 100K in the next 60 days. And then ETH actually still moves up, but just not nearly as much. I don't think it would be like a bearish. It wouldn't be a bearish thing for the overall market. It would just be Bitcoin season for a lot longer than I personally expected. I hope that doesn't happen, but
it would be strange because the rest of the cycle has been front running, right? We hit an all-time high before the halving. We're by most measurable metrics pretty pretty advanced in the cycle than where we should be, quote unquote. But if we were here, this would be like a year ago. You know what I mean? Like this would be last year. This was March, April of 19. So
Yeah.
you know, ideally you're somewhere in this, but you definitely would want to see like that, right? You wouldn't, you'd want to see some constructive grind up higher lows being put in rather than like what we're seeing. But
I think you guys
I'll
are.
address this real quick here, just from Jason. Jason, thank you so much for the tip, man. I love Tangem. Tangem is, in my opinion, the best hardware cold storage device literally on the planet. I've tried most all
Wait,
of them.
wait. You forgot Trezor?
It's
no,
better than Trezor, man.
better.
It's way better, bro. It's like hands down the best. Like I love using it. They've
Mhm.
sold over 1 million. They've never been hacked. It's so easy to set up. It's so easy to use. It feels like Tangem is like Apple products, how it's just like everything just syncs up and it's so easy. And then everything else is like Windows, and it just I love Tangem, and they have Caspa on there as well. So yeah, Tangem for sure, man.
Dude, I was dangerously close. Sorry, Will, you can go in 1 sec. I was dangerously close to getting a Windows device for the first time ever the other day because of the whole Apple M series chips are compromised or whatever. I was like this close to buying a PC, and thank God it came to my attention that I did not need to do that. But
No, can't do that.
The conditions have to be just right for the hack. It's almost improbable that you'll get hacked. The thing is like all these devices that store cold storage can all be compromised. It doesn't matter if they haven't been hacked; they will be hacked at some point. There's always an iteration where a hacker can break in or break into them. There was actually a scenario where a hacker was actually able to, and this is the guy who does hardware too. He was actually able to get into a ledger and kind of reconfigure the seed and basically was able to get into the access the thing. Now it doesn't mean that that happens for all ledgers. It just he was a very unique person, and I think under with the right person you can hack anything. I don't think that that's improbable or impossible. So I think it's all up to like what you like. I still use Ledger even though I saw that scenario where that did happen. Um, but I mean, as far as this goes, I think like with Ethereum, like I think we're just discounting the fact that of what we talked about yesterday, and that was that fractal, man. Like I really think that people are completely outsides on Ethereum right now. They're continuing to follow the hype and the hype train, and you're seeing it in the meme coin space. You're seeing it across the board. Like there's less rugs over there. There's just less, and in that scenario, the liquidity is staying. And Ethereum's not purely volume driven like Solana is. Solana is very volume driven, so it does very well on the bull side of the market. But Ethereum is more TVL heavy, and it's starting to get more volume on top of the TVL, which is going to cause price to just absolutely expand, and it's going to cause people to be way off sides. And really, this is the scenario I was talking about with Bitcoin trading sideways. I
Wait,
think we
Tucker,
might
I'm
see a
sorry.
leg
Put
now.
that back. I want to address that when Will's done. Sorry, Will, but I wanted Tucker to keep that. Keep going.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I think with Bitcoin moving sideways, this is probably a scenario where, we could see that first leg on Ethereum and then a second leg on the latter half when we really move up on Bitcoin.
Yeah, I agree with you, Will. And here's the thing. If this scenario played out, hypothetically, like if I'm wrong and ETH BTC actually breaks down from here, here's the thing. This would, in my opinion, imply a much longer cycle than if we just go up from here. So I think in the short term, it would maybe cause a little bit more frustration for people that are exposed to ETH, whatever. But I think that, again, this implies a much, much longer cycle. So you kind of make it up on the back end. Okay. And reflexivity of these markets, study it over and over and over again. Whenever you get that like deviation, capitulation down, and look, Tucker, we also had that in 2016. If you look at that little structure right there, yeah.
Mhm.
If maybe you could draw a green box.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. So we've done this, every other time so far. If this did happen again, Not saying it will or it won't, just if it did, the reflexivity would basically spring you back harder than if we just kind of went up from here. And again, I hope this doesn't happen. I hope that 6-month range down here at 0.05 is enough. But if it did, I wouldn't view it as a death sentence for ETH. I would actually view it as, hey, this is a unique opportunity to buy ETH BTC at a capitulation area. It probably makes sense to start rotating other assets into spot ETH if we did break down and be even heavier ETH than you ever have been, knowing what historically happens if you do get that deviation.
The only thing I would say is like this, like the top right here would be like December of 2025, right? So that would be kind of in line with previous cycles, though. Like, I see why you would say it would be longer, but like normally we top in the year after the halving in Q4, right? So, and this probably wasn't the top, right? Like this was May of 21 top, but if we did this fractal, that top would be time wise in line with what has happened in the past. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
but we say normally, but normally we also don't break all time high before the halving, right? Like I think conditions are just different. And so I
Yeah,
think like expecting the same things shouldn't be a thing that we're entertaining. We should be entertaining a possibility of us being completely wrong and this cycle's completely front run. And maybe we don't even get an end of 2025. Maybe the beginning of 2025 might be the top. I'm not saying that that is. I'm just saying like we have to be open minded because the cycle's not the same.
yeah, that's a good point, Will.
No, for sure. And that would only, like, I would only say it's the same if we did start to do this, right? If we did start to break down like this, and then I would consider this fractal valid. But I would say until that happens, you have to assume this thing looks pretty bottoms. And if we do go up from here, then that's kind of your confirmation that as well for ETH BTC, right? In addition to Bitcoin, that this time is different.
I think the ETH price isn't reflecting what's being done there right now. Because for example, on March 13th, they had the major upgrade where they lowered the fees on Arbitrum and Optimism to being at par with basically Solana. I think the adaptation of risk-taking is going to be absolutely mental. Like that will absolutely send Ether because you'll be able to stake ETH, receive a yield of ETH, and then you'll be able to restake that on a different chains to secure those chains. So you'll be earning double yield basically, and you'll be providing more security to the overall network. Apart from that, you will have the ETF catalyst that is inevitable at some point. And I think right now the price isn't reflective of those fundamentals at all, which creates an opportunity, an asymmetric bet. And on top of that, you have the Coinbase, the SEC FUD, where SEC is suing now everything in crypto, obviously. So I think SEC takes the L in everything sooner or later, and all of those things will start to get appreciated in price. It's like when BTC was trading at 25K for an extended period of time, and in my opinion, it was heavily lagging. It wasn't that fair. It should have been higher way sooner, and then the repricing happened very quickly. And I think this is going to be the same because just trying to see it objectively, I think there's so much good stuff currently happening there. Not to mention that the token is deflationary right now since the merge, to be honest.
Does some of the activity we're seeing on base make you guys feel more bullish on ETH?
As
For
well.
me, yeah, I'm definitely bullish on it. Like and here's the thing, I would tell people in 2020, 2022 going into 2023, why would you buy ETH going into a bull run? Your upside is limited. But the way things are moving base wise, and again, I want to iterate this 'cause I think it's really important. Coinbase will be onboarding the next 100 million users. It won't be most exchanges. Most exchanges will not be doing that. You can see the SEC actively going after any exchange that is not Coinbase and shutting them down. They just literally went after KuCoin just recently. So the only place U.S. customers are going to be able to go through is 3 exchanges, and nobody uses Kraken. Barely anybody uses what is it, Crow, and then but everybody uses Coinbase because it's a stock company, and
Will,
they're
are
going
you
to run
fading
everybody through this.
Gemini, bruv?
Nobody's even heard of Gemini unless you've been in the space.
Will.
Unless you've been in the space.
No, incorrect. Come on.
By the way,
Come on.
guys,
Look at their
what do
user
you
base.
think? What do you think of the super large concentration of
Oh,
Bitcoin at Coinbase? Do you
this is a
think that's
good
a
point.
problem?
This is a good point too. Robinhood.
Yeah, no,
What do we think of the?
Robinhood.
What was your question, Jack? Is what do we think of the concentration of
Yeah.
Bitcoin at Coinbase?
Because the competition is super healthy for anything, because it keeps all the parties grounded, that they cannot do whatever they want, just like the central bankers and governments are doing, right? Basically. So since as Phil pointed out, SEC is trying to get rid of any competition for Coinbase, it seems. And since nearly, I think 9 out of those 12 ETFs have, they have Coinbase as being their custodian for those ETFs. Definitely for BlackRock, which is the largest. Then you have Michael Saylor, that's probably holding his tokens on Coinbase, I think. Then you have all those other people and funds. So it is just super large concentration of BTC at Coinbase. What do you guys think of that? Do you think it's could be a problem, or?
Well, I think that when there's competition, the consumer always wins, right? So we don't want a monopolization of, I guess, the crypto exchanges where we really only have one. I think it's kind of natural that Coinbase should end up in that top spot, being US based, basically, I mean, being the only publicly traded exchange in the world, to my knowledge. I do like Brian Armstrong. I like Coinbase. But again, everybody wins when there's more competition. All of us win when there's more competition. So I guess I could see it both ways, right? Like, they're probably putting Coinbase in a spot to steal a lot of market share, and I think it's fine for now, but it's certainly something to keep an eye on. It's certainly something to keep an eye on.
I mean, but we say that, Max, but we support companies like Apple. We support companies like Google who actively stomp out any competition, right? And then on top of that, Walmart and these other ones that are really kind of just taking up the majority of market share. Do they leave a little bit open? Sure, but it's all smoke and mirrors. They're not actually leaving much market share open for any competition. I mean, what do you think about that as a point in general?
That they're not leaving any market share for others.
I mean, they leave a small amount, but they don't leave much.
Well, that's a natural thing when you have large corporations included with governments, because corporations can, whenever there is a new legislation, new regulation, it's way easier for the big corporations to adapt to that rather than the small folk. And with whenever you have the ever growing regulation, at some point it becomes really hard for the small companies to adapt to that. And also you have the big corps that can just lobby at the government and make the rules for them. So it's kind of it goes in correlation that the larger governments you get, the larger corporations you get.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm describing for Coinbase. It's that, I mean, we say we want competition, but all the companies I just named don't have any competition. They have people who work under them, but there's no competition to any of those companies. And then in addition to that, Coinbase will be that singular company, in my opinion, that won't have any competition. There'll be other exchanges, but there won't be any competition because the government's leaning in their favor.
I mean, how all of this ends, in my opinion, is it's not going to be just Coinbase, right? It's honestly, you just need to pay your price of admission. You need to pay some fines to the federal government, and then they'll let you continue to operate. You know, you got to give them what they want. They want $1 billion from everybody, and that's it. So they'll end up settling with everybody. I don't think that they're truly looking to like stifle growth in the crypto industry. I think that they just want to have more oversight, and they want to make their presence known that, hey, you will abide, you will run things by us. This isn't the Wild West. Pay us some money. They're the mob, man. You know, they're the mob. Pay us our, you know, you're not just going to pay income tax. You're going to pay your one-time upfront tax to do what you're doing in an emerging asset class. So that's kind of how I view it, at least. You know, they're going to pay him $1 billion, and that's it. Everybody.
I just wanted to say, like, you hit the nail on the head. I don't think it's ever a scenario that they're trying to stifle growth. They're trying to control the entries and exit points on every angle on crypto, right? And they're doing it all the way from the wallets to the sexes. And the reason they're doing this is so that they can come after you for taxes, right? Because they control all the entries and the exits. Now they're able to see everything that's going on, and it makes it much easier to track.
Yep.
Yeah. When I'm wondering if US ever goes into what Argentina went through and picks some libertarian president.
No way.
Like Javier Milei.
No way.
Not gonna happen, man.
I legit think that Argentina, unless they don't kill Javier, I think they will be a absolute great country in the next 10 years. Like they will start to dominate.
I mean, they're going to go from a third world country to a first world country. Watch, really fast.
Yeah. Yes. People don't realize, but whenever you start doing these changes, right, it's absolutely horrible, like the first 2-3 years, because it takes time for all the effects to take effect, for all the changes to take effect. But then the growth becomes sudden, quick, and very strong.
Well, dude, look what's happening with El Salvador, right?
True.
Like they basically locked up everybody that was a criminal in a mega prison, and they're really focusing on industry, specifically, you know, incorporating Bitcoin into their growing economy. It's like, look at what's already happening there, man. I mean, if you just get somebody in there that doesn't give a damn about the pressure from their constituents and they just make the necessary changes, it's disruptive, and changes can happen very quickly. So
yeah, but to that point, and this is something that I still keep battling through, is that I just think that the countries really need to go through so much pain before the people really demand the change and vote for what actually works rather than the promises. Because especially in Europe, people are just fucking dumb these days. And I think that's because, well, when I say dumb, I mean kind of, yeah, right? But not to put it in a bad way. They are just, people became too complacent, I suppose. And they are, I don't know.
thank you
to get everything for free. Anyways, yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna thank our guy for the super share here.
For
Just
sure.
knows, thank you so much for the $20. Very, very kind and generous of you. So shout out to Max and the team holding Caspa with Pepe. I don't know what Pepe is. Maybe you just meant Pepe. Brett is set and Bobo on the low though. Yeah, man, they've all the stuff we've been playing is looking really well. Feeling very very appreciative. You know, that a lot of the stuff we've been focused and positioning in is starting to look really, really solid, right? It's certainly a team effort, right? You know, we have a deep team, a lot of eyes on this stuff. And I always say this, man, I'd be nothing without the team. You know, it all works together. We're one living, breathing organism, man. The research and the conversations that we have behind closed doors to find what's going to move, collaborate, share ideas. It's certainly a team effort. So yeah, appreciate the super chat, and yeah, holding strong. All the tickers that you mentioned, everything looks pretty good.
I think BRC20s are going to move again. I'd like to see track move here, man.
I think it will. I mean, I don't own any, but I think a lot of these projects are literally just waiting for Bitcoin to just put in a 5K candle above the all-time high. That's it. That's all they need. Then it
Tucker,
opens the
Ordi.
door.
Oh my bad. Ordi is Signal. Ordi is Signal.
Ordi.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Or these what?
It's the signal. So like if Ordi's moving, the rest of them should move.
I think already goes
That's a trend
lower.
line right there. Easy.
Yeah. Something like that.
Yep. I mean, it looks pretty good. I like it.
You might give a little stab down and then reclaim, something like that.
Guys, what do we make of MSTR down 14% today?
Jeez, I mean,
To be fair, it was way up recently when Bitcoin was down. So it's not trading perfectly with Bitcoin. There's obviously a lot of other things to consider with MSTR.
God.
But Max, this isn't the first time. Look at it. It's done this multiple times.
But here's the thing with MicroStrategy. You could make the case it's kind of just like coming back to earth. It should be paired performance-wise a little bit closer to Bitcoin than it has been trading. So it's possible that things just got a little bit overheated, and it's kind of mean reverting.
Easy availability of Bitcoin, right? So people don't have to buy MicroStrategy in order to get access to Bitcoin anymore, is what they're saying.
Well, that's ridiculous because it's been that way since the ETFs got approved. I don't believe that at all. Honestly, all this news, like people just, they look at the price and then they have to attach like a narrative to it. It's probably just some dude that's just getting squeezed out of like short dated options or something, you know?
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with that. I mean, that's literally the most ridiculous justification for this maybe ever. That's attaching a, 2.5, 3-month-old catalyst to the reason why dude, look at how much MicroStrategy is up since the ETFs got approved. Go back to when the ETFs got approved down there to the adjust the chart. It's even lower than that, Tucker.
I know.
Yeah, right there.
It was like
to the left. It's like, it's like that bottom area. So right there is when the ETFs got approved, roughly. Like that article has been the case. The Bitcoin has been more accessible since that point. Okay. Since early Q1. Some dude's probably just getting destroyed in the derivatives market,
Yeah, man, it's this Carisdale Capital. They're done.
Yeah, they're probably getting squeezed and just bitching and moaning.
Yeah. What is IBIT doing?
To be fair, though, MicroStrategy's like they've done that like 4 times. That same pattern. They drop really hard and then they rip higher.
What, this? Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't the first time. This has occurred quite a few different times.
What's the S&P doing?
It's on its infinite
all-time highs.
It's up only, bro.
QQQ.
Hey,
there it is. There's your signal. Wow.
Tommy was right, bro. Where's Tommy?
Tommy was right, man. Wow.
Tommy was so right.
Wait,
Tommy's
guys.
been so bullish, IWM.
Tucker, draw the rising wedge.
Yes,
the
Jeff.
rising wedge?
Yeah, for the Bears.
I was legit calling the Russell at the very bottom in October 2023 when we were on Spaces with Wabi, and every single macro guy was yelling at me how I dare to long Russell.
I remember that.
Now, no, Tucker. Now draw it go in the other direction just to trigger them.
No, Tucker, that's vertical accumulation, brother. It's not even.
I know.
Not even a flag, dude. You should draw a little.
Will told me to draw it, man. He told me to draw
Don't
it.
listen to Will, bro. Draw an arc.
Nah,
Will's not bullish enough. Will is
Bears.
bearish. Don't listen to Will.
Nah,
it's vertical accumulation.
I said it's going up, man. I said it's going up.
Bearish. Will's bearish. It's going up more.
Here's some propaganda, man.
Bro, Russell's about to blow. You know what that's gonna do to crypto if Russell starts running?
Yeah, I do.
My
I
God,
do.
Bro,
man.
if Russell goes on to make a new all-time high next quarter or like
Oh my
next 2
God.
quarters, dude, your targets aren't high enough, man.
Altcoins will fly, I swear, because BTC followed Nasdaq very well, and altcoins will follow Russell very well. It's the most left curve play, in my opinion.
Easily. Like if anybody's like, oh, don't go risk now, guys, it's the top. It's like, go look at Russell. It's telling you go full on risk. It's
Here's some
telling
That's
you
true.
good bearish
max risk.
propaganda, man. Look at this.
Yeah, but here's the difference, Tucker. At the very top, you came off of a huge rally from the COVID lows. This time around, you're coming out of a monster multi-year reaccumulation. So the context is way different.
Not to
No, I
mention that
know.
you already had the deviation in December, and now you've had another high.
Because this is just like a classic market maker model, right? Come, distribute, accumulate. You know, that's classic.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah,
But
100%.
do
classic.
you see that breakout in December already?
December when?
Yeah, 2023.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was your
just-
chance. Yeah.
that was the chance for the Bears. Well, I mean, it wasn't a chance for the Bears; it was bait for the Bears. But that was quote unquote the deviation there. But the fact that we've broken higher already tells you all you need to know about the trend.
Wait,
You
are
know,
we
that-
going
Damn,
for
you guys
super
are
Q?
aping the super chats today.
No,
Wow.
we're not.
Just knows another $20 from Just Knows. Wow, thank you. I did mean Pepe. Also, thanks for the extra conviction for Cass because it's hard to hold my 100K Cass and seeing Whiff and Pepe flying. Yeah, of course, man. Caspa will shine again. You know, it's relatively predictable what's happening. But yeah, it's going to fly, man. I'm super bullish Caspa. And Jackus has been accumulating Caspa here as well. So that should give you an additional bit of confluence, man. Do not fade Chef. He's got his levels. I think it looks really good here.
Quick question, Max. I have a question for you.
Thanks, Max.
What do you think? Gun to your head. All right, gun to your head. And yes, you got to answer.
What type of gun to my head, Will? Like a Barrett 50 cal to the back of my head, or like a BB gun?
Like lights out. All right, we got to talk about.
Okay. All right.
All right. Gun to your head. All right.
Okay. All right.
Caspa or Pepe?
Over how long?
For the rest of the cycle, if you could only pick one.
Oh, come on now, Max.
We're gonna get them coming after.
Listen, is
Will, how dare you set me up with a question like that, Will? How dare you?
Where
do you get
Pepe?
the nerve to do that?
Guys, is it Pepe or Pepe?
It's Pepe.
Pepe. It's Pepe.
I legit hear.
It's neither. It's PP. Okay.
All right.
PP.
All right.
I can't answer that question because I don't think you can go wrong. Like, I think I actually think the performance will be comparable. I do. And I think if you had asked me this question when Pepe was at the lows, when we bought it, 800% ago, the answer would clearly be Pepe. But I think because Pepe has been performing well recently, I do think there's going to be a period of time in the not too distant future where Caspa actually outperforms Pepe and Doge and Whiff. Like, a lot of these projects will catch their rotation. So I can't really answer it, right? Like, I wish you had asked me before Pepe, let's talk February 1st. The answer is Pepe. But right here, I think they'll kind of trade sideways and, trade blows back and forth. I think both of them can go up between 10 and 30x this cycle.
I think that's acceptable. I think those bull flags that Caspa was forming are very nice. It makes it very predictable also. So
look at who decided to show up. Look what the cat dragged in.
He's in a perpetual.
Look at what the cat dragged in.
Yeah.
Mister, I'm gonna travel to New York. Oh
Is
man,
Tommy
who it
is
is?
Tommy saying that Will is a joker?
He's saying that Will likes to stir the pot and cause me to
Mhm.
sweat
Because
over answers.
the agent of chaos is for sure a joker.
We had another super chat here from our man Todd. Todd, thank you so much, man. ETH BTC has 100% bottomed. How do I know? Swap my ETH bag for more Bitcoin and some Doge. Proof of work, boys. Gary is cooming. Thank you, Todd. So, Todd, you're calling yourself a fade. Am I understanding that correctly? So, Todd just saved the ETH BTC pair by swapping his ETH for Bitcoin. All right, Todd, thank you for your sacrifice and thank you for the super chat, brother.
People still not getting the fact that BTC is going 300% higher from here. I cannot help it.
They'll understand. They'll happily buy it when it's at 200K. They just won't buy it here. Jack, is ETH BTC? What's happening? Are we bottomed or are we going to mark down?
I mean, Todd told you.
I know. I want to hear from Chef.
Listen, it's legit the same thing as the BNB chart when it was trading around 200. Like I cannot give a better analogy probably than that. At BNB at 200 to 222. Sorry, 220. When it was trading down there, it was there. It wasn't that long to be honest, but it was the same mentality. The price would bounce up and down in that range for a few weeks, and it would take the range low for 4 times, and it was the peak fought when it was trading down there, and people would always be like, oh, BNB is breaking down, and oh, BNB is breaking down, and it's breaking down again. And I kept on saying, right, and it's always super easy to be bearish when it looks like that. And I went against the crowd once again and was saying, do not get excited until it breaks below. And if it breaks above 220, it's over for you. Well, nowadays, it's not trading at $200, it's trading at $600, right? And ETH BTC is in the same situation. It's right here after all this sell-off, right? That was going on since September 2022. That's 1.5 years. And right here at this very, range lows, it's trading here for the 6 months. People would be like, oh, is it over? Is it over? I'm swapping my ETH to BTC. Just slightly trolling you there, but but I get it. I get the feelings, right? But until the range is lost, you do not get bearish. And the longer the price spends down here, it's so easy with the time to sweat people's emotions. Just like when BTC was trading down there, it was kind of obvious that Bitcoin was bottom ranging, and not just in hindsight now. Like even in real time, I kept people telling like that it's fucking obvious. And BTC is doing the same, in my opinion, here, where it's bottom ranging, but the longer we spend down here, the more people will refuse to believe it when it trades higher, and then they'll be fading all the way to the new highs.
So it's really more of a time-based capitulation than anything. And Tucker, I need you to pull something up for me. Please pull up the 5-second chart for soybean futures. Guys.
Yes.
Guys.
And girls.
Tucker, please, I need the soybean chart up immediately, brother. The
I
lowest
got
time frame you can go. Way lower. Way lower. Can you go
1
lower than
second
that?
max.
Can you
No,
go
I
lower
can't.
than 1 second, please?
I can't.
Okay, guys. I'm not even sure what to say. Guys, there are 200 plus people watching on YouTube and probably double or triple that on X. Guys, the likes are in full-blown capitulatory territory right now. Guys, I hate to do it. We tried today to not ask, but we have to do it because if we don't say something, then nobody likes the video and then the channel doesn't grow, and it's a perpetual cycle. And it all starts with you guys. We show up, we do the stream every day. All that we ask for this free daily stream that you guys are enjoyers of. And we enjoy doing, we love doing it. All that we ask in return is you take one quick moment, one brief moment out of your busy days while you're sitting here enjoying this free content and just hit that like button. That's all you got to do. It doesn't cost you anything to hit the like button. It doesn't take all but 5 seconds. That's it. And it helps us so much. Okay. Hit that like button, guys. Let's see what we're at right now. We jumped up to 117. We still have 211 people watching on YouTube. We are only half of, that means half of you guys that are watching right now haven't actually expressed your approval, your endorsement of this stream by hitting the like button. There's half of you out there who are listening to me speak in your earbuds right now going, no, I'm good. I'm just going to enjoy Market Check and not like the stream. There's half of you out there that are doing that. I can't believe it. 50% of you are hearing me talk right now in your ears. Nah, I'm good. I'm not going to like shit. I don't have to like anything. They're going to do it anyways. Too bad. I'm not going to like it. You're not wrong, but man, it'd be so cool if you would just take a second and like it. It'd be so much cooler. It'd be so much cooler, guys.
They're Market Check closet viewers. That's what they are, Max.
Joke.
The secret enjoyer.
Joke. I think Max warned you yesterday. I'll leave that to Max, but you legit spam.
Yeah. Okay, Jock. Here's the deal, Jock. First of all, let me compliment you. I love the energy. I love the enthusiasm. I love the commitment. All right. But sometimes you walk that line between like appropriate and inappropriate, you know? A lot of like 5 to 6 messages back to back saying the same thing. I would say that that's like 1 foot over the line. All right, Jock. To be clear, I love you, man. I love that you enjoy the content that we put out, but I do need you to dial it back just a smidgen. All right. We like to keep the energy cool, calm, collected. Soybeans are at support on the 1 second time frame. Look at that clear support. Look at that bounce off support, man, on the 1 second time frame. That's beautiful. All right. Thank you, Jock. Thank you, Jock. I wonder if Jock is like Evan Casey's altcoin. You know, or not altcoin.
Dude, he might be, man.
Or he's rage need not apply. I can't tell, man.
Levitation or Leviathan.
Yeah, there's been a couple.
I did want to point out, Max, for those, that are, potentially teetering on whether or not, we're kind of that community that you want to be a part of. We did pull off a nice, 3-4x last night in about 45 minutes. Just kind of playing some momentum plays. Just want to throw that out there.
Yeah, Will called like an impromptu Discord call like late at night because he literally gave out like a 400% banger in under an hour. It's all in the Discord. But all right, we got another super chat, man. You guys are keeping the lights on here at BB. What metrics does the team look at when considering a cycle top? Oh man, that is a long list.
RSI for me.
High time frame RSI is for sure a good one. I agree with Will there. I think you have to include pi cycle top indicator. You have to. As mid curve as it is, you have to look at that. Okay, pi cycle top indicator. It's called 4 out of the last 5 major Bitcoin tops. I would also say like I love like terminal price for Bitcoin. There's some on-chain ones. Jackus, you had one this morning in the Discord that you shared. What's that one called?
The channel one?
Yeah. What's that channel called?
Mayor price bands.
Yeah, that one. I would also say looking for like hidden divergences. So like for example, if Bitcoin goes on the weekly time frame to break market structure and then bounce into like a complacency shoulder or like a lower high, and then altcoins like specifically Doge or even looking at Total 3 as an index goes on to make a higher high. When you start to see Bitcoin looking distributive and altcoins looking like really strong, that's typically your get out of the market signal. That's typically like your blow off top sign for altcoins. Because altcoins, if Bitcoin rolls over, altcoins are going to die.
Mhm.
it's just a matter of time. So, but yeah, I mean, honestly, like the most mid curve, like kind of works unbelievably. Signal is pi cycle top. Tucker, maybe you'd be so kind to actually throw it on here. We could look at it quick.
Yeah, for sure. Let's
Throw on the
pull up
weekly
this.
and then
When you're
let's
done, Max, I do want to discuss the pullback on Bitcoin when you're done.
yeah, absolutely. I would love for that to happen, Will. So L Money, this is if you should I would assume you're familiar with it. If you're not familiar with it, you can get it on TradingView for free. It's basically just two moving averages.
Which
One
one
fast.
had the good
Use the
one?
second one down. Bill's candle or whatever. Yeah, right there. Right there. Top one.
Blazarian candle.
Yeah. And then click on the indicator so you can actually put the lines on. Go to inputs, show moving averages right there. Perfect. So when these two moving averages cross, they've called every high time frame top for Bitcoin except for the double top last cycle at 69K. I think you have to look at this. Like, as annoyed as I am that something this simple actually works this well, you have to acknowledge the hit rate. You have to. So
Wow, there's a
Yeah,
little
like
bit of alpha here too. I mean, look where you broke the green moving average,
yeah,
right? Like this is we're right there, you know.
yeah.
High time frame or moving averages, EMAs, all those work out really well. I do like high time frame ones, especially like when you get to the pinch points. The pinch points are usually expansion or retraction, right? And then well, not retraction, but expansion either up or down. So depending on the direction that you're already curving, because we're curving up, I would expect that it's going to be expansion further. But if you start curving down, that's where it can be expansion to the downside. That's where your bear market starts to settle in. I don't think we're close to that.
And there was a comment here. Yeah, so it was retrofit. It was actually fit before the 2020 cycle, but it did end up calling the first top on the last cycle within like 2 days. So you're right, it was retrofit, it was fit in hindsight. Um, but I would say you still have to give it some credit because it did basically call the 64K top, but you are correct 100%.
yeah, and it's basically, you know, it hasn't been proven wrong so far yet, and it's another point of confluence that I think is worth looking
Well,
into.
I
It doesn't mean just because there is a PE cycle top that you will dump everything, but it's a good, in my opinion, valid point of data to use.
yeah, and I think what they're saying with the retrofit conversations, they're just saying more or less, just dumbed down conversation. It's lagging, right? And that always happens with a lot of these MAs, EMAs. They're lagging, so you won't get the actual pinch till after the price occurs, and then it'll show up all of a sudden. But the one thing that I have noticed is that you can kind of time it off of RSI high time frame on the monthly. Again, that top seems to always hit every single time. Like if you were to drop the RSI on there and put it on the monthly, and you draw that line across that top, it just anytime you get close to that top, you can cut or you can try to ride it out a little further, but you should be sitting pretty cash heavy on RSI top.
And I have this idea in mind, by the way, for monthly RSI. I feel like last cycle was actually so Tucker, you can pin the RSI to monthly. You could stay on the weekly time frame
Yeah,
if you
you want
wanted
me to
to,
do that? Yeah.
and then just pin the RSI at the very bottom to monthly. And one thing to note is last cycle was actually the outlier. Bitcoin historically, the monthly RSI hits like 95 or above. And I think last cycle, because we had a double top, we didn't hit that 95 level. So I'm just saying, I think a lot of people are drawing a diagonal line across the RSI and they're
Yes.
expecting like us to not even get up to where we did at the last cycle. Where right now, I am currently entertaining the idea that last cycle was goofy because we had a double top rather than like a parabola. And I actually think you should draw that as a horizontal line at 95 on the monthly RSI. And that's where I would be looking for confluence. That's where I'd be looking for confluence for top. Like
Yeah,
above that. Like ignore the last cycle. Yeah, like right there. I think we probably go higher than last cycle on the monthly RSI.
Yeah, I think the same thing too. Like I'm not saying the second you touch it or anything like that signal to just exit. What I'm saying is once you start getting close to that line, it's time to start kind of really paying attention. Right? That's your time to like just be like, all right, I can still play this market, but I need to know like when the music is stopped. And I need to understand that I can't be super bullish up here if I feel like if I feel like it's starting to stop. Right? It's more of a signal to kind of give you a heads up, and then you have to play that however you feel comfortable from there.
By the way, there is one thing I wanted to discuss regarding ETH-BTC, and that's that during this whole range, not to mention that we've broken the downtrend here, but one thing that really caught my eye is how during this range we always see this coordinated sell-off, the TVOP sell-off basically, and then we see the raging pump, and then sell-off, pump, 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 sell-off, probably another pump soon. And what usually when that happens during some bottom accumulation phases, during these pumps, that's when big money are accumulating, right? Because they are buying in this entire range. In this entire range during these buys, they are just buying the order book, right? Because if you want to get filled bigly, that's how you do it. And that's what I think is happening during each of these pumps.
It looks very mechanical, doesn't it? Like it looks coordinated.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That doesn't look like very natural price action, you know. I don't really remember ever seeing something like that before.
I do. I've seen it quite a bit of times in cryptos, but it's as you say, very coordinated, and usually during these, because like someone's just accumulating. You can see it in the chart, and all of these deviations, that's just way to trap retail.
Wait, real
basically.
quick, we just got Sam news. Sam ordered to forfeit more than $11 billion, sentenced to 25 years.
Oh my.
He should be getting life, bro. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
Bro, they gave him 25 years.
Yeah, 25, and he lost 11 bill.
I mean, I guess if you lose like $50 billion or whatever, somebody has to pay the price, you know?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, man.
That's not paying a price. He literally is giving them back 1/5 of the money, and probably some of it's hidden. So I mean, he'll get out, he'll be rich.
It's probably all the money that he had that they knew about is gone.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like they didn't even recover the rest of it.
Bro, that's
There's no way he
crazy.
spent 40.
That's crazy, man. Wow. What were like the main charges? Like what did they really get him with, you know? Like what was
like fraud?
like but what was the 25 years is
Defrauding customer funds, dude, is a life sentence.
No,
like at a certain dollar amount. Like he shouldn't even get 25 years. He should be in prison for life. Especially for the amount he stole. He's way beyond whatever your grand theft scenario is.
He got sentenced for being an effective altruist. That's it.
You know what's gonna be crazy, man, is like 25, 30 years from now, like who knows where we're all gonna be. We'll hear about Sam getting like released from jail and we'll be like, oh my gosh, remember when all that happened? And now he's like an old man. Yeah.
An old man with everybody's money.
Nah, he's gonna have no money, man. He's toast.
Yeah.
He's toast. I wonder if he starts some like new business when he gets out. You know, like
What do you guys think of Dokwon right now? I heard that he's out and he's probably going to launch something. That's for sure.
He's out of jail?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't got much to say. I mean, you can basically steal billions of dollars from people all the time in here and get away with it.
I have no thoughts on Do Kwon. What do you think, Jackus?
I think he's going to launch something and it's going to run big because people will just,
I'll buy
there's
it, bro. Come on now.
there's still exactly, there's still an
He's gonna
insane
run it
community
back.
around him.
He's
He
gonna run it
will.
back.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's what we thought about Kyle and Zoo, man, and that was not the case.
Yeah, but they didn't go. Well, I guess Zoo went
Listen,
to
yeah.
prison, but
like
that was
we
for
all wanted
3
Kyle
months.
and Zoo redemption arc, man. That would have been fun to watch them run it up, but it just
Yeah.
didn't happen, man. They just kept fucking up.
Dokwon's
No,
built
but
different, man.
yeah, Dokwon is like completely, entirely different level than Suzu.
Yeah, but I don't look. I always look at it like their second run up. Any one of these guys is like their derivative, right? You never buy the derivative. You buy the real thing. You want the real guy. So like, whatever he runs isn't going to run as hard as I think as people think it's going to. It's probably going to end up like Kyle and Zoo. And then what's going to end up happening is you're going to end up, finding that main guy is going to be the new guy, the one that nobody knows or nobody sees coming. That's going to be the guy that's
new
going to run it up.
contract deployer is Will's outlook. We will ape his Ponzi.
Do
The
you
Vin
guys know
Diesel
what's
contract.
crazy?
Vin
That-
Diesel.
That one of these projects that's currently being very hyped, and I do not know which one of them, but one of those that's currently running big and has a great community and is a big one will get slaughtered in the next bear. Like there will be another Dokwon situation, another Suzu situation. There will be something like that in the next.
There's always bodies. There's always
exactly. And
Yeah.
but the interesting thing about it is that it's something that's already out there and we are looking at it right now. It's one of those hyped coins right now. One of those will get exploited.
Which one is it, Jackus?
I have no idea, all right? But I know it's one of those that's out there right now.
It's called Fetch AI.
Fetch.
It's probably one of Will's 20K market cap coins that'll rise to like 100 billion and then rug.
I'll be out before it rugs, I'll tell you that.
Will be the distributor.
I always tell people, I'm like, look, you buy in, you get like 10x, 20x, go ahead and take your money. I was like, because I'm going to drop the chart. It's going to happen.
All right, what do we? Something interesting, I guess, is this took 4 weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4 rip. 1, 2, 3, 4. Q2 open. We'll see. Could be the start.
Dude, I am so stupidly bullish. Like, people just don't get it yet, man. They just do not understand. They don't believe in the green boxes you have drawn.
No, how could you fade the green boxes? I mean, this took a little bit longer, right? But still, like,
dude, how could you fade it? Jack has said this in the beginning of the show, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, Jackus, but it was basically this. People still don't understand that Bitcoin is going to pull a 3x from here. They don't understand that. They don't believe it.
Max, so if you'd have told me at the end of 2022 Bitcoin was going to go that high, I'd have been like, you're retarded. But like, oh, excuse me, sorry, I shouldn't say that. But like, but now,
fine. Like, look at what. Okay, Tucker, put your cursor over the bottom of the March 2020 capitulation.
But I'm
Bitcoin
saying,
went to 3K, and less than 1 year later, it was 20x higher.
No, but the point I wanted to get to is not that it can't happen. The point I wanted to get to is that I would have believed that then, right? But now looking at how strong this market is and how it's been in this trend, and this trend has just been nonstop, right? Now I think it's very possible.
Yeah,
I think it's very possible it's going to happen, and that's sticking to what the chart and the data is showing you, right? When the chart and the data shows you that the impressive move is coming, then you just go with it. You don't ignore it. You don't fade it. You just go with what the charts distribute, and that's following the data. That's not coming in and LARPing some bullshit macro stuff, right? It's literally just looking at the data and looking at the price. I'm like, hey, this has a lot more legs than what people think it does.
The irony, Will, of what you just said is that you as an individual, Will, you actually understand the macro. You just understand how to apply it to the chart contextually, which bodes well for your bullish technical thesis. You can combine the two, where a lot of these macro guys that are still like, oh, I wouldn't buy that. That seems risky here. They can understand and explain to you what all of it means, but they don't know how to trade around that information, you know?
Yeah.
And that's the difference. So you're looking at this going, this thing is a freight train. This market is even surprising me for how strong it is right now. And I was very bullish, you know, from before. But you also understand, hey, there's a tailwind here. And actually, this perfectly aligns. This freight train perfectly aligns with the idea that risk should rally at least for a bit longer until some of that macro starts to really matter again. That's the difference, you know?
It's kind of exactly as you said, Max, that the macro guys understand what they are talking about very well. They just do not know how to act on it. And at the bottom, there are all these bad news that they understand very well, and they're like, look at all these bad news. I'm not buying. And I'm like, look at all these bad news. I am buying.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah. There's
It's
always a
like
million
all these
reasons.
bad news, all these ramping bad news, they're coming to an end. It's like euphoria of bad news. It's a parabola of bad news, and the parabola ends, and what's left? Only the good news, because all the bad guys just got out of the market, right? So you'll see this rotation, and the same thing goes like, man, everything is looking absolutely amazing. Why would you not buy now? And that's usually when, and obviously, there's that time in between, like the green box right now, right? But at the end of the cycle, like every fucking thing looks amazing, and everyone's like, the world adoption, everyone's going to adopt Bitcoin right now.
Here's the difference is that the higher we go above the previous all-time high, the more bearish I get. Where most people, they've trained themselves, and this takes a little bit of time. The higher we go, the more bullish they get. It's the opposite. It's the opposite. You know, recognize when you're in discount versus premium territory and ignore all the other noise. Anything under the previous cycle all-time high is discount. Anything above, slight premium. The higher we go, the more expensive the premium becomes. You know?
It's legit the William Wallace meme. This is the most representative meme of the whole crypto, or not crypto, the whole market. Basically, it's wait, let me share the screen.
That's me too, though. Max is like, when you're where we've been, it's the best time to buy. Even the price of where we're at currently, it's the best time. You can iterate on that, and then I'll finish that thought.
That's hilarious.
Jack
Yeah.
is, but
Yeah.
yeah, good.
And we could go, right, and when it's here, we could go like, buy, 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 sell.
Yeah, literally. Literally. Many
It's
such cases.
but
Many such cases.
it's always like that. I saw a lot of people, guys, like people that are actively trading around selling the bottom of Bitcoin. And I was like, why are you selling at below 20K? I'm like, you should have sold above 40, 50, 60. You don't sell at 20K. It doesn't matter if you think it can go deeper now. You're already screwed. You're already underwater. Why are you selling here? It's the worst place to, like, even if price could continue lower, it's the worst possible thing you could be doing to be selling price at that low of a price, that big of a drawdown, right? Once you've already incorporated that drawdown, you just got to eat it from there. Like you've already screwed your chances on getting out. And I think, like, in addition to that too, like, you have all this opportunity to buy, and now we're at all-time high, and they're still refusing. By the way, they're still refusing to buy. Bears are, and as soon as we break out, when we get to cycle top, they'll be the ones coming into the room telling everybody, anybody that tells you sell here is an idiot. Blah 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 blah, and you should not sell anything. We're going to go
They'll
so
tell
much
you we'll never
higher,
have a bear market again, Will. That's what they'll tell you.
Mm-hmm.
This
and
time is
that'll be where
different.
it
We're not
starts.
going to go down this time.
That'll be where it
Yeah.
starts.
They're gonna get destroyed, man. We got a lot of room to go, but they're gonna get destroyed again, man.
Wait, what is the meme from John McAfee? If you guys remember, like, we live in this. It's something like, we live in this new paradigm. The pullbacks are mathematically impossible in this new era, or something like that.
Yeah, like this
Wait,
new
I
paradigm.
gotta
Yeah,
find
it's like
this new paradigm shift. Yeah.
yeah, I remember that. Dude, he was a great bull market mascot. He really was.
Yeah.
We need him back. Do you think he's still alive?
I do not think so.
You think he's gone? Maybe.
I mean, for me, Max, like, and this has been since last year. I've been literally screaming at people. I'm like, dude, I'm like, buy the highest risk shit you can find. Literally, just buy the highest risk you can find. And
I
people been
have
sitting there arguing with me, man. I'm just like, bro, now look at me. Now look at the X's, you know. And then like you got people memeing traders and stuff like that on the timeline. Now I love it. But like some people do talk shit. They throw out their wins and not their L's. I've lost a couple different trades. But for the most part, like me taking on risk and just spot risk, not even leverage, has been more profitable than probably 90% of the portfolios out there right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's time for risk on, boys. You love to see it.
here it is.
What does that say?
Bitcoin now at 16,600. Those of you in the old school who believe this is a bubble simply have not understood the new mathematics of the blockchain, or you did not care enough to try. Bubbles are mathematically impossible in this new paradigm. So are corrections and all else. Deal with it.
And then literally just nukes to 3K.
It's legit. That's
Like right
legit,
there.
right?
It was right
Yeah,
there.
right there.
I mean, technically, he was right, man. I mean, look at where we're at now. A little
Top
bit of
signals
chop,
is
little
top
little
signals.
bit of volatility in between there and now. You know, look at where we're at. He's right.
Yeah, if you held since then.
Yeah, he gave you a great entry. That's all that I see.
Oh man, I love this. It's crazy how this industry has such a short memory. Like I bet most of people do not even know who John McAfee was. Like they do not even remember people from the past cycle or what they said or anything, right? Like crazy to see.
Yeah. It's over, guys. Sell everything.
Yeah, looks like we're nuking, boys.
It's over, guys. Dump
Sell it
everything.
all.
It's over.
The pullbacks
Exit
are
all markets.
mathematically impossible.
You haven't studied the blockchain mechanics well enough to know.
Yeah.
Exit all markets. It's over, guys. Forget it. Pack it up, guys. Start the buses. It was fun while it lasted.
Guys, there is only one best, I don't remember who asked for it, but someone asked what are the best top indicators. And there is only one indicator you want to look at, and that's Capo telling you, enter all markets.
Capo, man. It's over.
Yeah.
Enter all markets full on risk. Buy everything risky.
Legit.
Go full risk at the top.
Yeah, pullbacks are not allowed in this new market paradigm, bro. You don't understand.
No, we're just
Pullbacks
gonna.
to sell it.
There you go.
Here's the thing. I've said this to our Discord. I'll say it here. Actually, I think I said this on yesterday's show. I really am not expecting a breakout until Q2. Like, I think we just need to get through March. We need the Q2 open, and then I think a little bit of local volatility, and then we're off to the races. I just don't really see them like sending this having a serious markup before the new quarter is ushered in. We could have a really strong quarterly close and close at 71 or 72K, but I don't think you're going to see that 85, 90K handle on Bitcoin until next quarter. We need that calendar, the calendar syncing up with sort of the price action. A lot of people are going to see the Q1 close and just go, holy crap, man, this thing is absolutely chatting. Now I'm going to shove. And they're going to buy and they're going to buy in hopes that Q2 is great.
Look at the 3-month chart. I mean,
dude,
Jesus.
What are we talking about here, man?
Dude, what are we talking about?
What are we talking? I want someone to answer the question. What are we talking about?
That's
Max,
the highest.
can I ask you a real
3-month
question?
close.
Pullbacks are impossible and all else.
Tucker, Max, I need to, and Jackus, I need to ask you guys a real question. All right, just a real one.
All right.
Tell me this isn't the clean. Tell me this isn't the cleanest PFP you've seen, right here.
Dude,
PFP.
Okay,
the mod glasses.
That's a Ute.
A Ute?
Wait,
What is a
well,
Ute?
you
It's an
said
NFT.
PFP?
Yeah,
Like
yeah, the picture.
PFP is a profile picture. You mean
Yeah.
yours here?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
Hey,
gonna
what
tell
is
you
He
this?
said,
guys
"All
this,
right."
and I'm gonna say it publicly. And I don't really feel like sharing the chart because I'm just gonna share it with our Discord community because I'm selfish. Just kidding. But you maybe have 14 days left to accumulate Pepe and Whiff. Maybe 14 days.
Mm-hmm.
That's as long as I see it going before the next leg commences upwards.
How
I've got
long
a
on
chart
Brett?
for it, but I'm not going to put it here on YouTube. Okay. But you maybe will see it circulate, maybe. You maybe have 2 weeks left. And that's when the next leg begins. So do what you will with that information. Maybe I'll share the chart. I don't know. I'm not feeling it right now, though. I'm not feeling it right now. But maybe later.
Top
Are
in
we
6
above
months.
200 likes? Are we
That's what I was
above
gonna say.
200
What's the
likes?
like button look
I don't
like?
even think I want to share it at 200 likes, man. I literally think I would need like a tweet with 5,000 likes on it, and then I'd be happy to share it. But taking 1 second to like something it's a lot to ask of people. They're very busy. They have to navigate their hand over a button. It's very difficult. People will get carpal tunnel and arthritis. I don't want them to hurt their hands by liking.
Man, like the generation that puts everything for free is a disaster, man.
Jackis, let me tell you something, man. I pay for everything if I have the option. If it's a good service, I always pay as much as I
Yeah,
can. Like,
yeah,
for example, for TradingView, I pay as much as people go, which TradingView subscription do you have? The highest one they offer, because it is an absolutely hands down unbelievable experience. And I want to see them succeed. And I find value in their products, with
yeah.
anything, any iPhone app that I see value in, I always upgrade. Always. Always. I don't want anything free. There's a huge difference in a free product versus a paid one. And when you find a pretty
Absolutely.
good free product, always upgrade. Always support them. And you know that you're going to get value out of the paid one. Always. I literally always do it whenever I possibly can.
I
So,
love that you said
Yes,
that.
not to mention that the crowd that pays for the stuff is way more appreciative of it and way more engaged. It's like it works for both, basically.
Cat Car Gaming said you guys don't accept crypto, but you can DM Max Cat Car. Just use my promo code, nobody else's, and you can go ahead and you can talk to Max and he can get that set up for you.
we actually are about to start accepting crypto payments. We figured out a solution. I had to fill out an application, but we did it. So that will be coming soon. But in the meantime, if you do want to pay in crypto, you can DM me and we'll figure out something in the meantime. But DM me on Twitter. I'll see it.
This needs to be addressed. Okay. Let me break it down real quick.
Jock, you're literally in the Discord, bro.
I know.
Jock, you're literally in the Discord. I had to tell you to chill out in the Discord the other day too, man. Jock literally was just saying how unbelievable it is, man. He's in the Discord.
2-month chart. 2018 highest 2-month close, right? I put the line on it for you guys. Once we broke it, we had 3 2-month candles to the upside, aka 1 6-month candle. 2-month close, highest 2-month close. Once we break it, I want 3. We're going to get 3 of these. Okay. We're going to get 3 of these. This 2 months doesn't close for another month.
But Tucker, look how many green monthly candles we've already had in a row.
I would advise you to look over here.
Kakar Gaming, my DMs are wide open. Make sure it's not a fake account. My DMs are totally wide open.
6
Tucker,
months.
can you show
January.
the prior cycles as well?
Yeah, let's see. All right, we're gonna have to change these around.
Did you give me your username on Discord, Max?
Huh?
Did you give me your username on Discord?
Who?
Kakar Gaming.
Oh no, I DM me on Twitter if you can, on X, And they're wide open on Discord as well. All my DMs are open. You maybe are dealing with there's like 20 fake Max accounts right now, and it's super annoying. I can't get them blocked. I literally report them all, and like they will not take these accounts down. I don't understand it. It's very, very frustrating. But
No, they only block legit people, not
dude,
the scammers.
literally. There's
Okay,
someone literally stole $60,000 from one of my followers the other day. I tweeted about it, see if somebody could help. And it was one of these fake accounts, and I try to report them and get them taken down, and they just don't do it. They don't respond or do anything.
August. It's August, guys. I figured it out. The top is in August. I'm not even kidding.
Looking at this chart.
Look at this.
How can you fade?
How can you fade?
Imagine fading.
Imagine.
I would never fade that. Unbelievable.
No, but seriously, August. I'm not even kidding. That makes sense too, because September is always terrible, right?
It seems like that we will have at least next 6 candles until bull market is over. 6 quarterly candles.
So you don't think this is a deviation and that we're going back to like 4K or something like that?
After this one closes at the end of April, you got 2 more. You got 2 more.
They're equal lows at $150. We are absolutely going there to sweep those before the next bull
market. Man.
You see those equal lows there, Tucker? Go down to the 2012 cycle, Tucker. This is an Elliott wave count 5 right now.
My God.
There's an FVG at $16. Do you see that FVG at $16 right there?
I do. Yeah.
So this is the Elliott wave count 5 right here. And we're about to enter the ABC correction down to $16. So
I actually
not to mention the moon eclipse that's coming in.
Jack is easy, Chief. All right, you need to look at that. So, Tucker, can you draw up the Elliott wave for us here, please? There's an Elliott wave. Tucker, there's an Elliott wave tool. Maybe you could find it. I would like to see the Elliott wave count, if you'd be so kind.
Sure. What is it? 5s? All right.
So do the Elliott wave for us. Show them 1, 2, 3, 4.
I have some breaking news, Max.
5. And now this is the corrective one, and we are about to fill the FVG at $5. Because the Elliott wave. So yeah. And then maybe Tucker, go back to the indicators where you found the Elliott wave to the left. Click on that. Now let's do the corrective wave, ABC. Okay, right there. Yep. And we'll go up to number 5 at the top. Go up to number 5 and do 1. Drag it down. Complete. Yep. There you go. Bounce. And then, perfect. Maybe delete the green arrow. So that is the Elliott wave strategy for this cycle, guys.
Max basically saying if you want a capo, at least do it properly. Be a proper capo.
We're really gonna meme Elliott waves. Okay, let's move on. Anyways,
whoa, Will. This is called TA, brother. You need to study. Okay.
Look, when the tides roll in because the moon comes close to the tides and pulls a solar eclipse with the clouds crossing the sun. At that point, Bitcoin will go to like $500 million.
It's literally funny that you went to the moon, Will. It's literally funny.
Real quick though, I got breaking news. So this is real news. It's not a troll. My ladies is launching a phone.
Oh no!
What?
He said what?
No.
What are you talking about?
Bro. I'm gonna post it in the Discord. I swear.
Dude, what?
Uranus or your anus?
Could be real, guys. That could be real. We need Tommy to consult what that means.
Yeah, I need to put up start a poll here. I actually would like to know this.
How do you do a poll, man?
I just pinged you guys in Discord. I did an @ here in the main crypto channel. Go ahead and click on that link. It will
I would
bring
like everyone
all your
to view the comment section. We put a poll up. I would like everyone to answer it. Is it possible to visit the moon?
No.
I would like everyone to answer that question. And of course, we're talking about prices for crypto, not the moon. You would never ask a question like that, of course. Is it
Sorry.
possible to
Brian-
visit the moon?
Brian is like,
Wow.
can you apply
70-30.
Elliott based on soybeans?
Max, I need you to click on that link in the Discord and read that.
Why do I need to click on it? All my board apes are gone now. What the heck?
Oh man.
What
If you
link?
say
Will?
yes, you're
Oh,
not gonna make it.
the lady meme coin to launch a meme phone.
Dude, why?
Bro,
Why must they feel the need?
I don't even understand what.
Who's buying?
I have to get rid
This
of
is
these.
not real, bro. They're not making a phone.
I'm telling you, that's what they're saying. That's what they're saying.
Bearish.
No comment for me. No
Bearish.
comment. I'm not commenting on that.
Is that top of the cycle?
Jock, too many messages in a row, brother. Easy does it now. All right.
Jock.
That's 5 in a row of the same thing, Jock. We just talked about that.
He's saying wag me, Max. It's okay.
I know, but he can't send 5 of the same messages back to
6.
back to back. He can send
6.
1. 6? Is it 6? Yeah, it's 6.
He said,
Jock,
I'm sorry.
Jock.
5 would
don't
be
do it.
okay, but 6 is too much, man.
6 is way too much. Jock, maybe 2 or 3 at most. All right.
He's done.
All right. Now you're at 5. Now you're at 5. All right. So no more.
I really want to know what Jock is smoking, man.
Jock is on that stimmy, man. Jock
He-
is
He legit probably had like 5 stimmies this morning. There's no way.
So I have a real question. Do you guys think that maybe Sam Bankman-Fried is the creator of My Ladies at this point?
what? I've never heard that before, Will. Is that real?
No, I'm just asking. It's a theoretical, right? I'm just kind of putting 2 and 2 together. How this is playing out.
Maybe. Probably not.
Okay.
Do you think so,
Okay.
Will? Why did you ask?
Always
It feels like
okay.
FTX 2.0.
Guys, we got to 200 likes today.
What?
It's that meme of like, not gonna lie, they had us in the first half. But then we
It
came
is.
back.
Yeah. You should have put it on the table, Max. You should have told me the chart, put the meme on the play there. Show it.
Dude, look at Jock, man. This guy. Jock,
He was-
I'd like to see your docs, man. If you would just send me a picture of yourself in the Discord or something, I'd love to see what you look like. I need to see what you look like, Jock.
No, I want to see those stimmies, man.
Jock wakes up and just shoots black coffee.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna be buying that phone. I'm just saying. Not
He reminds me of that squirrel from Ice Age.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Legit.
All right, guys, we've been going for an hour and a half. Guys, we're going to call it here. Thanks so much for being here. Before you go, please consider liking and also subscribing if you are new here. This is Market Check brought to you by BB. We are live Monday through Friday at 10:55 a.m. Eastern time. It's a great subscription and it's free, so definitely like and also subscribe. Last but not least, guys, check out the first link in the description below where you can sign up for our Discord and actually read reviews right there. It is a hands down, unparalleled experience. Nobody is doing what we are doing, guys. We do upwards of 3 hours per day, not per week, not per month, 3 hours a day of live voice calls with the entire BB team and community where we do Q&A and we talk price, setups, charts, things we don't talk about here on YouTube or on X, guys. It is absolutely the best experience out there. So again, I know it's expensive, but try it for a month. See how it feels. Again, you're going to really like it. Additionally, within the next basically 30 to 45 days, you are going to get free access included in your Discord membership to the BB terminal. It's basically a Bloomberg terminal, but for crypto guys, it is going to take your trading to the next level. It will take your portfolio management to the next level. You are going to absolutely love it. We've been building it for over 6 months now. Hard at work. We're getting close. And again, everybody that's in our Discord is going to get free access included in their membership to the BB terminal. All right. So consider joining sooner rather than later, guys. Again, it's a fantastic experience. We work so hard. And yeah, it's really, really awesome. So guys, with that said, before you go, please like and subscribe. Check out the first link in the description below. Consider joining our Discord. And also, again, you're going to get BB Terminal for no additional cost. Jackus, our meme expert, working on some magic in the background.
This is the life cycle of everyone buying the top and selling the bottom.
So my Twitter is Max because Bitcoin. I'll put it right here for you. But yeah, guys, thanks so much for being here. We will see you guys. Are markets open tomorrow, guys?
Not equities, I don't believe.
All right, we're not working tomorrow then. We're on an equity calendar.
Mm-hmm.
So no show tomorrow. We will see you guys Monday, or we will see you in the Discord. I know a lot of you guys are in there. But again, guys, thanks so much for being here. We are so appreciative of your guys' support. We love that you guys love what we do. And again, thanks so much for being here. We will see you guys Monday. Everybody have a great weekend and take care.